is Monday morning, December 29th. Thank you for joining us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom right now with a look at some of our headlines on this Monday. Steph, good morning.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. As we continue to follow the weather, we're also tracking some power outages. We'll start with National Grid currently reporting outages in Orleans and Genesee County. Those numbers have actually gone down a bit since our last check. In Genesee County, 1,051 are without power, and in Orleans, it's now at just 200. That's down from thousands last hour. At last check, they are estimating it will be restored by 10:15 this morning. And in Monroe County, RG&E starting to report some outages as well. 225 customers are without power, mostly in Pittsford. Rochester police have shared the identity of a body found in the city's Upper Falls neighborhood as Danny Siplin, who was reported missing and possibly in danger last week. RPD says the body was found Friday after they were called for a welfare check near the Genesee River Gorge on St. Paul Street. Investigators tell us there does not appear to be any criminal element in Siplin's death, but the circumstances are still under investigation. We are working to learn more about an evacuation overnight at an assisted living facility in Hilton. This is Hilton East on East Avenue. The sheriff's office says the building had what it called environmental issues, forcing the evacuation. The Buffalo Bills losing by a point to Philadelphia at Highmark Stadium. That puts them at 11-5 for the season, makes them 7th seed in the AFC East. Now, there's still a chance that they could be 5th seed next week after the Jets game. Mike Catalana will join us live at 8:30 right here on Arc Rochester to help us break that down. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, let's get a check of the forecast this morning. Wind is the big story. We could see gusts upwards of 70 miles an hour. Meteorologist Marty Snyder busy over there for us this morning in the Weather Center with what we can expect this weather alert day. Hey, Marty.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, and that's going to be the story today. The wind is going to be the big story today. More snow as we head into tonight. So a lot of different things to talk about. We'll concentrate on that wind first. And already we're seeing temperatures begin to drop. We're falling through the 40s with that wind carrying in some of this colder air. Wind of 25 miles an hour sustained, and the most recent gust is up to 39. We were close to 49 last hour, so the wind temporarily has backed off a little bit from that peak gust we've seen so far, but those winds will ramp up going forward, so the potential is still there to see some of those gusts as high as 70 miles an hour, especially from Rochester westward. All these winds are going to be coming right up Lake Erie, and that provides that running start to get those winds really up to a really high velocity, and that's why it's more west of Rochester we'll see those peak winds. And we've already been talking about some power outages, still more of those likely during the day as winds continue to increase. And then beyond that, the rain changes over to snow, and we're going to be dealing with some lake effect snow for some areas tonight. But bottom line for today, those winds, they ramp up throughout the day today as temperatures fall. Will fall through the 30s and even into the 20s. Some of those gusts near 70 miles an hour today. And then have to talk about that lake effect snow that could drop some snow, especially along the lakeshore east into Wayne County tonight. Could see about a 4 to 8 inch range on some of the stronger bands. Most areas won't see that, but that's at upper end potential. So again, a lot of things to talk about between that wind and that snow potential as we head into tonight as well.
End of the year packing a punch.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, very busy chapter to finish off the year on, that's for sure.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hey, 8:03, let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next count 'em, 2 hours, starting with a new year and new habits. But instead of focusing on what to cut out, we're flipping the script for this morning's Health in a Handbasket. We're looking at what you should be adding to your diet to help strengthen your health and wellness routine in 2026.
Then, if laughter is on your New Year's wish list, Comedy at the Carlson has you covered. Comedian Todd Youngman is stopping by to promote his upcoming New Year's Eve show. He's going to talk about his time touring the country and even headlining shows overseas.
And later, a familiar face with a brand new message. Instead of kids out and about, Deb Ross is here to share more on her new book, The Eclipse Effect. We're going to learn more about how the moments that, those moments that stopped us in our tracks can actually bring people together and spark long-term change.
Yeah, lots to get to this morning. Before all of that, we'll go off the top, start with some of the stories that have piqued our interest. I will kick things off today. 2025 has been quite an interesting year. Working in the news business, that means we get the chance to see some of the craziest things up close and personal.
Okay.
And there has been no shortage this year. So we're going to take a little stroll down memory lane and chat about some of the things that took the trending world by storm this year. So looking back, it's hard to believe that all of this happened in just the past 12 months. It's amazing how 1 year can feel so very short and also so very, very long at the same time. All right, so a couple different news outlets shared articles talking about the top trending stories for 2025. There were some that had stories that all lined up, and then other outlets had some differing opinions as well. One story, though, that really got people talking: the birth of the Labubu, those freaky little dolls created based off of Nordic mythology. Yeah, right there. A lot of people, mostly celebrities, wore them on keychains or on their purses. They're collectible toys, and they're selling for up to thousands and thousands of dollars on the internet and on resale sites. There have been robberies, burglaries, muggings, all so that people can get their hands on these things. Lines wrapped around shopping malls. People have gone viral doing those unboxing videos on social media. Pretty incredible. Steph was actually the first one who told me about these, and I don't know about you. I kind of just missed the boat on that one, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't. I definitely was not looking for that ship.
No. And speaking of robberies, the Louvre heist. It may have happened just a couple months ago, back in October, but it overwhelmingly made the list on all of these different sites. You probably remember the whole ordeal took just about 7 minutes. The thieves took off with more than $102 million worth of jewels from the Apollo Gallery. They took off through a second-floor balcony window using a truck with an extendable ladder, and they dressed up like construction workers. Pretty incredible. You see them right there. That case, still a lot of mystery surrounding it. Other stories that made the list: Katy Perry and other notable women who went to the edge of space. That was back in April. It was all part of the Blue Origin trip funded by Jeff Bezos. Got a lot of hate online. Some folks called it ridiculous, out of touch, and all in all just too dramatic for the average person to appreciate. Others calling it a PR nightmare. Other stories to note: the Coldplay kiss cam. Who could forget that one? The rise of the infamous 6'7" craze, which I still don't understand.
But you can do it. 6'7", 6'7".
See, I don't get the hype.
I don't get it either, but you still can do it, I'm saying.
All right. I guess I could. And then the arrest of Charles Entertainment Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese, in front of a bunch of horrified kids and families.
Wow.
Iconic. All in all, it's been quite a year. I don't know about you, I can't help but wonder and brace myself for some of the stories we're going to cover in 2026, because we did, in fact, cover every single story on that list. So give us a little high five.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at us.
Listen, I just keep on thinking about the month of January and how painfully long that month was.
It was very long. January and February. February was bad because I had the flu and then you took a trip. So
I was going to say it was great for me.
But like, for me, it was so incredibly long.
Can you imagine, can you believe it has been 1 year since I told you, since we sat in the newsroom and I said, you need to go home. I'm not working. I'm not going to sit next to you for 5 hours and get whatever grossness you've got. And you were so angry.
No,
with me.
because that's not how you said it, Daniel.
It wasn't.
How did you say it?
I probably said, I don't want to work next to you, grosso.
It was something like, get the F out of here.
It was close.
I'm not sitting next to you. And let me just say, for the record,
keep in mind, she's dripping and running everywhere.
Dripping.
There's a pool.
I was not. I woke up, felt fine, got in the car, and was like, ooh, I think maybe I'm coming down with something. That's all I said in the newsroom.
No, when you got here, you said, okay, I got to be honest. I'm not feeling great this morning.
Fine. Like that. We're both being a little dramatic right now. The moral of the story is Dan yelled at me. He was right. I did have the flu.
It's got nothing to do with you're off the top, though. I don't know how we got here.
Because 2025 was a big thumbs down.
Yes. All right, let's move along to mine. And for my off the top this morning, I want to talk about Christmas decorations. Specifically, I am asking the question, is it too early to put your tree out to the curb? Because it is December 20. Oh, it's the 29th. It's the 28th or the 29th?
It's the 29th.
Okay, good.
I feel like
I
I
wrote
said-
the 29th, and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, it's only the 28th.
I feel like I said 28 all day.
I don't know.
Okay.
Either way, it's the 29th. The cookies are gone. The leftovers, well, they're questionable at this point. And that tree, it started to look a little tired. So what do the experts say? Still decorated?
Yes.
Still
Only because I
decorated.
haven't had time.
Okay, so according to Better Homes and Gardens, Architectural Digest, Martha Stewart, and basically everyone who makes a living on the internet telling us how to live, you are officially allowed to take your decorations down anytime after Christmas Day. Quick side note here, stop scrolling. I had neighbors in Buffalo once. On Christmas, when I tell you it was 6 o'clock in the evening, they were dragging their tree to the curb.
Oh my God.
On Christmas Day.
It must have been like dead or something.
It looked okay. I have a feeling they were just...
They're done.
They were done with Christmas. They were done with Christmas. So big line in the... Oh, yes. Traditionally, a big line in the sand is January 6th. That's the 12th night, or the Epiphany, 12 days of Christmas, we know this, which for centuries has been the official end of the Christmas season. But let's be honest, most of us are not living by the medieval calendar anymore. So what do real people do? Well, surveys show about 20% of Americans take their tree down between Christmas and the New Year. About half of the country does it during the first week of January, and a solid chunk of people leave everything up until they get annoyed enough, or the tree starts dropping needles like it's trying to escape your home. Because it happens, people. And here's the practical part. If you do have a real tree,
Yeah.
real tree.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. I like the smell. I like the pine.
Well, then this is for you, because fire experts say once that tree dries out, it becomes a safety issue. So if your tree is crunchy, if it's leaning to the left, or it looks like it's been given up on, that is your sign. Artificial tree? Different story. That thing can stay up until Valentine's Day or the end of time, and nobody's going to stop you. So if you are standing in your living room this morning, staring at your tree, listening to me talk, wondering, is it too soon to take this down? It's not. You're normal, you're on schedule, and according to the experts, you are doing just fine. If you want to leave it up a bit longer, more power to you. This is I wrote this is a judgment-free zone, but we know it's not a judgment-free zone. Unless your tree is still up in March, then we absolutely need to talk.
There are some people who have fake trees and they decorate
Year
them
round?
for
All the holidays.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. That's
Listen,
very, very
more power to you.
Yeah.
However, if it's going to stay up, then it needs to be like that. It should not stay up with
Christmas.
December holiday Christmas ornaments on it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I am.
Rebrand it.
Yeah. We get a real tree every year. We usually keep it up till New Year's, and then I think the weekend of the New Year, we get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always been.
Is it happening this weekend then?
Yeah.
It'll get hauled out?
Yeah, probably.
Saturday?
It's time. Ours shed a lot of needles this year. Like a little bit too much.
Oh, okay.
So it's been.
So you're
it's been
at fire
frustrating.
hazard stage.
No. So the place where we got our Christmas tree, they didn't do the shaking of it this year.
Ah.
So I think we've just had a lot of excess. But like it's still very healthy. You know, we check on it. It's like the only plant in the house I haven't killed.
Look at that.
Woo.
Abby's like a little horticulturist
You know,
now.
What'd you call me?
Abby Green Thumbs. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We're checking in with Chris Lopez, who's having a terrific Monday.
Huh, good for him. Don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
The tea industry in the U.S. had a big moment in 2025, and experts say it's only going to keep going, steeping in popularity.
Yeah, more and more Americans are sipping their way to wellness, loving tea for the soothing benefits and that gentle caffeine lift without the usual jitters. Chris Lopez is live at Happy Earth Tea this morning, sampling all the brews and sipping on some of the popular teas out there. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, last segment, our last two segments, we were talking about matcha and its properties, its health benefits, the counterfeit matcha, the matcha you should be looking for. Now, this is cool because it has caffeine, has the L-theanine, which is the calm alertness that I was talking about. But this segment, we're going to be switching over to the herbal blend because not everything has to have caffeine in it. Some of the stuff over here is for different health benefits, sleep, tranquility, anti-inflammation, you name it, they have it here at Happy Earth Tea. And we're going to be delving into 3 specific teas in this segment. I'm here with Niraj. He is the founder of Happy Earth Tea. We're getting behind the bar here. And I had a few ideas that I want to start out with, and we have them here. Which one is which? Because now I'm confused.
Ginger turmeric and slumberland.
Okay, the ginger turmeric. I have a lot of inflammation. If you work out or if you're just sore in general, this is great here for those anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes, because it has this particular ingredient, the turmeric itself, which is considered to be very effective when it comes to inflammation. And besides that, it has ginger, obviously. It has lemongrass, orange peel, and rooibos, which is good for your blood pressure as well. And again, a relaxing ingredient. It comes from South Africa, the rooibos.
And no caffeine in this. You could drink this at night, before you go to sleep.
No caffeine in this herbal tea, yes.
And then I'm going to switch over to this one here. I'm going to drink this one, but I do want to parlay into talking about New Year's resolutions. It's right around the corner. People want to get a little bit healthier. That's always one of the resolutions.
Yes, it is one of the most easiest ways to reaffirm your health resolutions for New Year's is to drink tea because it has so many great benefits. Herbal teas, or if they are even green teas, black teas, oolongs, they all have great health benefits. Even if you do a cursory Google search, you can come up with so many of it. I myself try to drink a cup of green, a cup of oolong, and a black tea by 12 in the morning, and I'm trying now also to cut down on my caffeine. So after 12, post 12, I'm only drinking herbal teas, and there's so many great options. And all of these are organic teas too, by the way.
And sourced from the best farmers. And this one here helps you go to sleep, or helps you relax before you're going to go to sleep.
Yes, it has valerian root, which is super effective when it comes to sleep. It also has lavender. It has skullcap. It has passion flower, hibiscus, lemon balm. All these are ingredients that are very good for helping you to relax.
And that's before sleep, but throughout the day, a lot of stressors in life. Ashwagandha tea over here.
So here we sell ashwagandha in a powdered form. You can find it in a root cut up form as well. But we find this to be effective when you consume it in a powder form. It's not a drink it's not a tea that you can actually sit and savor, because the taste is something that takes getting used to. So what I do is I drink it with lukewarm water. I put a teaspoon of it in lukewarm water and chug it down. And usually it's my evening routine to do that after dinner. And it's also supposed to, you can drink that even in the morning. Some people drink once in the morning, once in the evening. And ashwagandha is super safe. It is an adaptogen. It has multifarious benefits. And the best thing is, as I said, it is safe. A lot of herbals, you have to be a little careful, especially if you are taking medications and such, for counteractions. But with ashwagandha, it is supposed to be super safe.
And with all that information can be a bit overwhelming because we just talked about 3 teas. You guys have tea classes.
We do have tea classes. Yes, we just resumed after the break for the holidays. We have a matcha class coming up. We have tea and chocolate pairing class, and we have tea 101. And these classes are super popular, and they usually book out very quickly. We have only just put them online. So if you want to come over, it's an hour and a half each of these classes. Even for, by the way, we spend a lot of time talking about matcha. We do have a matcha expert who's from Japan who lives here in Rochester, and it's her and I in collaboration. We present this class, and it's super popular.
From herbal teas, getting back into the caffeine, checking back in with you guys at about 8:43. Green teas, black teas, getting the caffeine in your system, but it's a slow burn. It's a little bit of a different caffeine outside of the energy drinks or coffee or whatever your choice of caffeine is. Back to you in studio for now.
Chris.
I need some of this anti-inflammatory medicine in me.
Chris, so do me a favor. I see the ashwagandha there on the counter. Can you ask him? I'm wondering if they have Oshkosh Bagosh.
What?
Can you ask?
That's a shoe, I think. And I only know that because my mom used to, I think those are the kids' shoes, right?
Yes.
The Oshkosh Bagosh shoes? Yeah, my mom used to give me those. Yeah.
It sounds like that. It does sound.
No, they don't have that, man. This is
All
Happy Earth
right,
tea.
thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Horrible. When Ark Rochester returns, it is time for some weather trivia.
Meteorologist Marty Snyder will join us on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is here with us. Now we're taking a look at the windy conditions out there today, Marty. Big weather day.
Big weather day today, and I think we'll go with that wind topic for our trivia. How about it? We've been talking about it all day.
Yeah.
Might as well follow suit there. We're just going right to the top max wind that we've ever seen in the U.S. We want to know, what is the highest wind gust ever recorded in the United States? Now, we're going to see some strong winds here, but nothing close to any of these numbers. So we have a few different choices for you there. We have 141 miles an hour, 171 miles an hour, 201 miles an hour, or 231 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
No.
No, I can't. However, I've got a guess.
Okay.
And that's all it is. It's a guess.
Yeah.
Very little education behind it.
Yeah. I feel the same.
Okay, good,
Yeah,
good. Yeah, so this is one where it was actually measured by a recording instrument. You know, it probably could have had a stronger wind at a tornado or something like that that wasn't, you know, right at a point where a measurement was taken. But this is the strongest wind that we've ever seen in the United States. What was it? We got up on social media, so you can weigh in, and we'll come back in a little less than an hour with the answer for you guys.
Good stuff. We appreciate it.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about wind throughout the day today. That is going to be an issue for us. Thankfully, nothing close to what those numbers were that I just showed. But this is going to be in a serious range. I think especially west of Rochester, those gusts are going to be in a 60 to 70 mile an hour range. So 70 is that upper end that we're anticipating. So we've already been talking about some power outages that have played out. More of those are likely as we go through the day today. And then beyond that, we're going to see what's left of the rain changing over to snow. Then we have some lake effect snow to deal with tonight. So a lot of different things going on. But you can see right here, these are some of the top gusts that we're anticipating. And also notice how these winds are coming in from Lake Erie. So you see all those streamlines coming in mainly from Buffalo up into Genesee County, Orleans County. And that's why we're seeing some of those strongest winds west of Rochester. Those winds kind of get a running start over the lake there. And those are the areas that they impact mainly west of town. In areas to the east, still some strong winds there, but just not quite the peak winds that'll be seen to the west. Most areas at least near 50 for the upper end gusts, with those areas to the west higher. And then as those numbers to the west die down a little bit, still they stay very much elevated, still pretty windy even heading into the nighttime hours. We'll come down off the peak winds, but still it's going to be an issue. But going forward throughout the day today, what's left of the rain showers change over to snow showers. We fall through the 30s, eventually into the 20s by 4 p.m. And here's a look outside right now. You can see even the cloud cover starting to move along pretty well there. Wind currently 25, gusting to 39. We did see a gust of 49 earlier this morning, and likely will move back up a little bit. But as the winds pick up, temperatures will drop. It's going to usher in this colder air. So you can see those temperatures dropping through the 30s, eventually 20s by the end of the day today. And with those windy conditions on top of it, it's just going to be kind of a raw remainder of the day in store for us. And again, any of that rain that's out there, that flips over to at least some occasional snow showers. So here's that timeline. Maybe just a little more of a focus west of Rochester initially today. And that's mainly during the afternoon when that precipitation tries to come together. It may cause about a 1 to 2 inch range on some areas west of town. However, most areas stay at less than an inch of accumulation during the day today. And then we have to watch going into tonight. As you can see, that one band of lake effect lines up along the lakeshore east into Wayne County. Wouldn't surprise me if 1 or 2 towns along that corridor saw about a 4 to 8 inch range on accumulation. I think most areas stay well below that, but as we all know, that lake effect can be really focused, and I think that's what we'll see on that very upper end that people need to be prepared for to the east there going into some of the nighttime hours. So again, that's going to ramp up, and here's a display of some of those totals that we're anticipating in more of a graphic form. Off to the west during the day today, again, that 1 to 2 inch range a possibility, not so much for other areas. But then as we go into tonight, you can watch that one band as it really starts to come together into Wayne County, whereas many areas have that potential of a 4 to 8 inch range, especially across the central portion of Wayne County where that band really sets up. So today, again, temperatures fall. We were in the 50s. We're going to fall through the 40s already. We're doing that, so it's kind of tough to put a number down for a high temperature today because it's kind of a thing that already happened. There's not really something to anticipate for a number in that category. 19 for a low tonight, and then back into the 20s for highs for the rest of the week. A lot of those lows just barely in the double digits. So the wind's a big story today, then the snow going into tonight, and then it's a cold for the longer term for all areas. Again, those numbers just kind of hovering in the 20s for a lot of those highs. So definitely a winter-like feel after this wind that we'll see during the day today.
It really is as if winter officially arrived.
Yeah, and you're going to notice it, especially going into the new year. You know, we turn that page, and it's going to look like winter in many areas, and it's going to feel like it in most all areas.
Yeah, we're already seeing some power outages out there as well. Let's see if we can pull up some of those numbers. I believe if we have them on the screen. Yep. Okay. So National Grid currently reporting outages Genesee County, Orleans County, and Wyoming County. About 1,200 are out in Genesee. In Orleans, they have now gone up again to 564, and in Wyoming County, 964 without power. Restoration time estimated at about 11:30. RG&E is reporting outages as well. 250 customers without power, most in the Pittsford area.
And I want to just ask a question about that to Marty. Marty, so we're seeing these people lose power, but for the most part, these stronger gusts have not blown in yet.
Correct. We haven't seen the peak winds quite yet. So I admire the folks who are getting up there trying to get the utilities reconnected, because that's going to be a job trying to keep up with these outages that already have happened, because there will be more yet to come as we hit that peak wind. And that's going to be mainly late morning, midday, early afternoon, when I think we'll reach that peak wind, especially in those areas to the west, which I think is more of National Grid territory. So that's probably why we're seeing more of those outages coming in that one area.
Certainly something we'll continue to monitor for you, but also some good advice. Keep those phones and devices charged.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throughout the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
This way you're always in the know.
Start early, be prepared.
Thank you, Marty.
Okay.
Much more to get to this morning coming up on ARC Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break. Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. Okay, so it's an unfortunate start to the week because Bills fans, we experienced yesterday together, and it was painful.
Yes. Did you watch?
I did not.
Did you watch the nightmare?
No.
Horrible. Horrible.
No.
Okay, so all season long we've been talking about the team's slow start, right? Kind of not a very high scoring game to begin, and then by the end they usually pick it up. Well, this time they dropped the second to last game of the regular season.
Yeah, the Bills' quest for a sixth straight AFC East title really fell short with that 13-12 loss against Philly. For more on yesterday's game and some of the big takeaways, are we joined? No.
Okay.
Okay. Mike Catalana, I guess, has more from us or for us from Highmark Stadium.
Good morning from Orchard Park, where the Bills lost to the Eagles. It ends up 13-12. And we have seen this in the past many times this year, where the Bills play a poor first half and then come back and get the big victory at the end. They got everything but the win at the end. This one was strange. It was only 13-0, but the way the Bills' offense was going, it felt like a bigger deficit than that. But the defense stepped up. They kept the Eagles from doing anything in the second half. And then when the Bills scored twice late, even after